Do you know where what you're looking for is? You launched it, you put it into the vortex, your inner being is surrounding it, and it is surrounding your inner being, and that is all of that source of love that you're looking for. It's your inner being, it's the source. What you're looking for is who you now are and where you now are. Your source is not outside of you, your source is within you. Happy is natural to you, and you will be that naturally happy being unless you're focused upon something that puts resistance into your vibration and doesn't allow you to hook up. So being plugged in is what happiness is, because that's where your clarity is, that's where your exhilaration is, that's where your energy is, that's where your balance is, that's where your well-being is, that's where your timing is. That's what you're reaching for. And why is that what you're reaching for? Oh, do you know what real happiness is? It's catching up with where you went before you knew it. The contrast caused you to go there, and you fulfilled your reason for being. You sifted through contrast, and you came to new clarity, and you became more vibrationally. But now the physical part of you that is also vibrating, has to catch up with where you've been, with what you've become, with who you now are. And if you don't come into alignment with your request, if you don't come into alignment with what you're asking for, then there's that contrast that you translate through the emotion of unhappiness. Picture this. We're going to use words that don't apply, but picture yourself standing on the brink of coming into your physical body. Now, everything about that statement is wrong, because you're not standing anywhere. Your consciousness, but you are aware that your consciousness is focused toward this physical beingness. And we want you to feel the enthusiasm with which you are focused there, because you know for sure, because of all the creating that you've done before. In other words, we haven't even talked about all of the intentionality that you held as non-physical beings about the subject of coming into this body. We haven't even talked about that at all, and yet so much intention from your non-physical soul, source, consciousness about being in this body. And you are about to become, hear this, you are about to become the manifestation of your source's desire. Splat, you are born. Standing on the brink of that manifestation. Can you feel how big that is and how important that is? So here you are in this physical body, becoming, changing, knowing, stretching, giving birth to new desires, and you taking the universe to places that it has never been before. Now you're going to feel the gap if you don't catch up pretty quick. That's the love you're looking for. It's not somebody else adoring you. It's not somebody else holding you as their object of attention while they're in alignment. What you're looking for when you're looking for love, you're looking for your complete and full reconnection with the whole of who you are. And nothing less than that will ever do for you. And you're not going to find it in the arms of a lover. You're not going to find it in some magnificent structure, although that's nice too. What you want to do is reconnect with the whole of who you are, and then take a tour. Reconnect with who you are, and then. Because the only relationship that we would be thinking about if we were standing in your physical shoes for a while would be the relationship between your thoughts and the thoughts of your inner being, would be the relationship between you and you. Your happy state, your alignment is like you are cork bobbing on the surface of the water, and you can hold the cork under and introduce resistance, but when you let go, you're going to bob right back up again. And so when you realize that the alignment that we are talking about all day, every day, is really what you're all reaching for, that alignment with who you are is the relationship that you are looking for, and you're able to maintain it, then what happens is it unfolds, it becomes more, you get impulses, and then you have a manifestation. Even after a manifestation has happened, this is what is tripping most people up, so that they are not able to maintain a good feeling. You line up in fits and spurts. You line up and things manifest, and then you try to maintain or tend to your manifestations in a whole different way than the way it came to you to begin with. So I get it that I create through thought and alignment. I get that. And I'm feeling happy. And now I'm focused in an action part of my life, and I've found something that I've decided to be unhappy about. So what do I do now? And we say, so now the momentum is such that there's really not much that you can do. And yet that's where most people spend most of their life. That's what you spend most of your thoughts thinking about. So the answer is you leave it right there and you say, this feeling is my indication that I'm going about it in the wrong way. I'm going about it in a way that will not work. I'm going about it in an action way. I'm not adjusting my vibration. I'm asking for something else to change so that I can have a response to it. So back away from the thoughts. So how could you get back into, you focus upon something that feels really good. And as you continue to do that, if you will continue to realign with who you are, you see, this is the thing that you're not remembering. And it's the thing that we talk so much about. Everything that you want, everything that you have not found that you think you want, when you didn't find it, you put it into your vortex. You didn't find it, so you put it into your vortex. Now it's in the vortex is doing the work. Law of attraction is gathering the cooperative components. Your inner being is there amplifying all of that. So you did the work with your struggle, you put it into the vortex, and now you wake up and you feel good, and more of it comes, but not enough of it came. So more contrast, you put more of it in the vortex. And so you wake up and more of it came, but you didn't let it in. And so what keeps happening is the vortex keeps being full of more of what you want. But when you keep struggling for it, trying to get it to come out where you can see it through your demands or through your statements or through your compromises or through your long talks with one another as you try to wear the other one down to get the other one to give you what you want, what happens is your vortex is still full, your inner being is still there, you're just not letting it in. And so at some point, we so want you to realize you've already got it done. You don't have to argue your point anymore. You don't have to convince anybody. Your vortex is the full realized version of what you want. You just want to chill so that you can get enough into the receptive mode that you can be at the right place at the right time and have the right timing and say the right thing in order to be the realizer of what you want.